Today's breakfast is part of the Arvada Chamber's third Friday breakfast series. The Chamber works diligently to understand the needs of our community and provide education platforms to support our businesses and residents. We've seen incredible growth in these events with very interesting topics coming soon, including state of the county, state of transportation, state of education, and much more. If you are not currently receiving updates from the Chamber on these events, please fill out one of the cards on your table, and the Chamber staff will make sure you're on the list moving forward. Now on to the main event. We are lucky enough to live and work in a vibrant community with many exciting things happening. Our keynote presenter today is our incredible Mayor Pro Tem, John Marriott. John Marriott was elected as a District 3 council member in November 2013. In 2017, he was re-elected to that position and became the Mayor Pro Tem. John's involvement in the community includes sitting on the Arvada G-Line Advisory Committee, the International Property Maintenance Code Study Group. I'm not exactly sure what that one is, John. I'll have to ask you offline. The Ralston Corridor Study Group, serving as the past chairman of the Arvada Board of Adjustment and the Wheat Ridge Business District. Additionally, Marriott is the current chairman and Congressional District 7 representative to the Colorado State Trails Committee. John and his family ski, snowboard, cycle, windsurf, paddleboard, ride dirt bikes, hunt, fish, hike, and take road trips around the western U.S. My kind of guy. John's residency in Arvada began in 1970 when John was 8 years old. After graduating high school, he attended the University of Colorado at Denver. Marriott owns Larson Ski and Sport at I-70 in Kipling. He's married to Angie Marriott, and they have 2 children, Jack and Sarah. The family now lives in the historic Kimbrough House in Old Town Arvada. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Pro Tem John Marriott to the stage to present the State of the City Address.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Michael, and thank you for the Arvada Chamber. This is an incredible privilege and honor to be up here in front of you today. As you can tell by the way I'm dressed, I'm not Mark Williams. And in fact, Mark and I have a running joke between the two of us that when we show up at public events, as long as you're dressed somewhere between him and I, you're probably dressed appropriately. Unfortunately, Mayor Williams was not able to be with us today. He's with his family after the very unfortunate and sudden passing of his father, and I know all of our prayers and wishes are with him and his family. But if Mark Williams were here today, I know he would tell us to play ball. So that's what we're going to do. We hit a grand slam in the city of Arvada this year with the re-election of District 1 Council Member Nancy Ford. We also have the addition of our newest council member, Dot Miller. Dot brings an amazing amount of energy, enthusiasm, and business skills to the group, and we're really happy to have her. She joins a dedicated team of public servants that includes Councilmember at Large Bob Pfeiffer, District 2 Councilmember Mark McGough, District 4 Councilmember David Jones, and myself, all led by our skipper, Mark Williams. But we've been batting 1,000 from a financial standpoint in Arvada this year. The following numbers were generated in 2017. Our total general fund revenues were an amazing $99 million. That's up an outstanding 9% compared to 2016. This generated over $9 million worth of what we call one-time funds in 2017. Now, these are funds that are in excess of our budget numbers, and we use them for doing special projects and stuff like that. And this year, we also put about $3 million of that away into our general fund balance to be used in the future or for a rainy day. We're certainly on very strong economic footing. The city issued 600 total building permits this year, nearly 500 of which were for single-family detached homes. Because of the May hailstorm from last year, we issued 6,800 roofing permits. Now, in a normal year, we would issue about 1,700 roofing permits. So it's an amazing increase, and our city staff did a fantastic job keeping up with permit applications as well as inspections. All of this produced over $13 million in building revenue this year. City processed 37,000 sales tax returns this year from over 6,500 businesses, and that produced over $59 million in total sales tax revenue. Again, a new record for the city of Arvada. And 14 of 15 of our funds meet the council's strategic goals for fund balance. Overall, our economic picture is bright. Further, the overall economy in Arvada is going strong too. Unemployment ended in December an astoundingly low 2.7%. Now they say 3% unemployment is full employment. So this means everybody in Arvada who wants a job has a place to work. New commercial investment in 2017 was an amazing $167 million. And industrial vacancy rates were at an amazingly low 1.2%. Says to me that there's some opportunity for additional capital investment in 2018, probably in industrial space. There were over 105 new businesses in Arvada in 2017. Think about that through the lens of 10 years ago when we were in a recession, to have 105 new businesses just in 1 year. Those new businesses created over 1,100 new jobs alone, and there were many more new jobs created from the expansion of the existing businesses that are in Arvada that have found a great place to do business. So let's start out by addressing the elephant in the room. As the great Yogi Berra once said, it's hard to make predictions, especially about the future. The G-line has had a lot of curveballs thrown at it over the last 2 years. When we held the groundbreaking in 2011, I would have never guessed that 18 months after it was supposed to open, we still wouldn't have a train. In fact, it's been a bit like the Bush League, with all the infighting between the RTD, PUC, the FRA. The good news is it appears it's almost game time for the G-line. When it comes to growth and economic vitality, it really is a whole new ballgame in Arvada. Kind of look like Charlie Blackmon, don't you think? If only he played shortstop. Our old town is authentic and exciting. In the summer, we have great events like the Summer Farmers Market and many other. Old Town includes not just businesses, but public uses too, a library. One of my favorite places in Old Town is the Catholic school that my children attend at St. Anne's. We also have some new businesses for this year. We have the Cereal Box, Smoke and Fins, and the Denver Beer Company, all fantastic additions to an already terrific mix of businesses in Old Town. And there's more businesses coming this year. Keep your eyes out for new openings, including something top secret, but I'm sure that will be very interesting, from Arvada's favorite entrepreneur, Scott Spears. Now, parking can be a problem at times in Old Town, but not if you use the newly opened Transit Hub. Our Transit Hub has ample parking for everybody who wants to go, and we anticipate this year it being used for parking for the G-line as well. Again, quoting Yogi Berra, no one goes there nowadays. It's too crowded. We've had the great fortune to have had Aura working on our behalf over the last 3 decades in the city of Arvada. This year, we have some great new projects coming online. The shops at Ralston Creek just opened. Thank you to Mr. Loftus and Jay Drever for their participation in getting this new and vibrant shopping area going. It includes such businesses as Arvada Liquor, Tokyo Joe's, Five Guys Burger, Tropical Smoothie, Wingstop, and coming this summer, Mod Pizza. And there's opportunities for more businesses to locate there, and the owners are taking their time making sure to get the right tenant mix, both for the center and for all of us here in Arvada. The Hilton Garden Inn is celebrating its 1-year anniversary. Mr. Jim Burkett is here representing the Hilton Garden Inn. I want to thank you for opening a hotel in our community. It was sorely needed, and as you can see by your results, is also well supported. Hilton Garden Inn continues to beat their projections month after month, and we are so happy to have them in Arvada. Many businesses from around Arvada tell me how great it is that they have a place to bring their out-of-town folks for a place to stay in Arvada. If you've noticed on Ralston Road, right about where it intersects with Kipling, there's a new building coming out of the ground. That's the Edgemark Storage Building, which is a new building, a new concept in storage, brought to us by Mr. Richard Sapkin. This will provide a much-needed service for the residents of Arvada, and it's going to be a fantastic-looking building. It'll look just like an office building when it's done. Super Walmart opened this past year, and to quote Aura director Maureen Fair, they've been kicking ass and taking names ever since. On the residential side with Aura involvement, the Solana Old Town Station apartments will be completed this year. They opened last year, thanks to Mr. Jason Smith and his group for bringing 352 units of first-class apartments and amenities for those who live there, all within easy walking distance of Old Town and transit. And just recently approved by City Council is the Old Town Residence, thanks to Trammell Crow and Mr. Bill Mosier. This project is 252 apartments over structured parking, something we normally wouldn't see out here in the suburbs, and will provide a terrific living experience and a terrific addition to Old Town, as well as many new customers for the businesses in Old Town and throughout Arvada. On other projects that have happened in Arvada, of course, the Harkins Theater was mentioned earlier. They open next week. This represents $11 million worth of investment by the Harkins Theater Group to bring the best theater in the metro area to Old Town Arvada. The Arvada Marketplace down at 52nd and Wadsworth has undergone a dramatic revitalization. It was actually addition by subtraction. The shopping center owner took some pieces of the building away and created much more interest, as well as plazas and outdoor eating spaces, and have been able to bring in some new restaurants, including Nuke's, Costa Vida, Bad Daddy's, and many others. But it's not just about restaurants. We have new retail down there as well. We have a Michael's store, and much to the delight of my 5th grade daughter and her friends, a new Ulta 3 cosmetics store. Western Arvada has benefited as well from new projects. This year, the new Sprouts opened at 64th and Indiana, providing options and diversity for the grocery shoppers out in that part of town. And very soon, we'll be attending the ribbon cutting for the new King Soopers at Candela's. This is the only King Soopers being built in this area this year. We are so fortunate to have them locating out at Candela's. This will provide grocery services for all of those there without having to go very far. There's also multiple commercial projects under review in Candela's to bring the first of the retail and services out to that part of town. On the industrial side, Bear Electric is one of many new people who have located to Arvada. They have brought in a 30,000 square foot light industrial building for their electrical contractor business. On housing activity, we have had the new Arvada Ridge apartments right next to the Kipling Ridge Transit Station and Red Rocks Community College are coming out of the ground. These are a fantastic group of apartments that provide much diversity in the units, many of them with garages, and of course their location right next to the transit station will provide transit-oriented housing for all those who would like. Candela's has new projects coming as well. There's 104 new units in the Candela's townhomes out in the northwest part of Arvada. We have continued high levels of development activity. Last year there were 128 pre-application meetings and 50 applications for new development. We're also making great progress on meeting City Council's strategic result related to providing diverse housing, with 45% of the new housing that's being built last year fitting into this category. We also are paying attention to housing preservation and quality of life. In fact, last year, USA Today ranked Arvada, Colorado as the 3rd best place in the country to live, beating such locations as Charlotte, North Carolina, Mission Viejo, California, and Frisco, Texas. We're working on our land development code update now. First community meetings are planned for June 7th. This is a year-long process that involves a large number of community citizens' involvement, as well as staff and City Council, to help make sure our land development code matches the values and goals of our community. Last year also, and just at the beginning of this year, the City Council has adopted the Reno Park Design Guidelines. This was a 2-year-long, citizen-led process with a consultant, city staff, City Council, but most importantly, the residents of the Reno Park historical neighborhood to help create design guidelines for their area to protect that very important historic neighborhood of ours. Last year, we also entered into a partnership with the Hometown Colorado Initiative. Hometown Colorado Initiative matches students from the University of Colorado to help us complete 17 projects that are helping us to implement our comprehensive plan. And we have just received a Metro Vision Award from Dr. Cog. The award will be presented on April 25th, and it's for our Safe and Accessible Arvada program. Safe and Accessible Arvada program served 9 disabled or challenged clients with improved access to their homes. Things like wheelchair ramps and bathroom accessibility. And I think we can all agree that the longer our citizens can live in the place that they choose to live, we are all better for it. Currently, we are working with a developer to construct at least 50 new senior affordable housing units to help also implement an important council strategic result. Our Housing Choice voucher program is going strong and always highly ranked. It serves 450 very low income Arvada households, and we're looking to provide additional support in 2018. We also have a collaboration between the Arvada Housing Authority and the City Utilities Department to identify a surplus land parcel for development of affordable housing for purchase by moderate income families. Our Essential Home Repairs program this year assisted 15 Arvada low and moderate income homeowners needing emergency assistance on their homes. One of my neighbors was able to take advantage of this program. She's on a fixed income and just barely able to live in her original home in Old Town. She had a sewer line problem that required a fairly expensive repair, and the Essential Home Repairs program stepped in to provide the funds so that she could stay in her house, stay in the place she's been for a long time. The city committed a combined federal grant funds and city resources for over $215,000 last year for a diverse array of nonprofit organizations. Places you've all heard of, things like Hope House, the Jefferson Action Center, Family Tree, and many others. And we truly value the nonprofit community in Arvada for all the good they do for all of us. When it comes to infrastructure, the city is knocking it out of the park. Our streets repair program invested $9.8 million in asphalt and concrete repair last year. That's a record for the city in any one year, but that's not enough. In 2018, our plan is to invest over $11 million. The intersection at 72nd and Indiana will also be under construction this year. Additional through lanes and additional turn lanes will be added, which will help relieve the largest bottleneck in the city and help out with traffic flow on the west side of Arvada. We also have over $2 million in grant-funded projects that will be done in 2018, including improvements to many major intersections, including 64th and Sheridan and 58th and Ward Road. We're also making major investments in the city's water supply and water infrastructure. We currently spend about $4 million a year replacing worn-out water pipes. And we do this not after they break, but hopefully before they break. Over the next few years, we're also going to be engaged in making several $1 million worth of improvements to our 2 water treatment plants. A key goal for the city of Arvada is to have enough water to meet every resident's needs at build-out. We're doing this by partnering with the Denver Water Board on expansion of their Moffett water treatment system, or water system. This includes raising the dam at Gross Reservoir and will enable the city to continue to grow and develop for the next 50 years. Jefferson Parkway is moving forward. CDOT Transportation Commission unanimously concluded that the terms and conditions of the Section 1601 resolution have been fully satisfied. This clears the way for CDOT to proceed with the access permitting process. Traffic and revenue study recently presented to the Board of Directors of the Parkway Authority on April 2nd indicates there's a real possibility for the Parkway to be financed, constructed, and operated with full private sector support. Now that's not a guarantee, but there's significant interest, and that's a good thing. Jefferson Parkway is also the only greenfield toll road project being proposed anywhere in the United States this year. And finally, I'm really proud of this one. At a recent City Council workshop, City Council directed city staff to start working on a list of projects to be completed by bonding against existing city revenues to accomplish some very large capital improvement projects without raising taxes. In our vibrant communities and neighborhoods, we're covering all of our bases to make sure our communities maintain a vibrant, safe, and wonderful place to live. With our neighborhood engagement, we have a new umbrella program to engage our city's neighborhoods that was launched in February. It's called Neighbors Connected, Neighborhood Strong. And we already have 47 neighborhood groups enrolled. I have a call to action for all of you. On your tables, you'll see this little blue card. If you're an Arvada resident and you want to get to your neighbors more connected, visit the website on this card and enroll today. New in Arvada also this year is Arvada Cert, which stands for Community Emergency Response Team. It's a partnership with City of Arvada and the Arvada Fire Protection District. Arvada Cert members are specially trained to be ready for disasters, and they become part of a specialized team that can help our local first responders on special projects. Homelessness is on the rise throughout the region, including Arvada. In our community, homelessness is increasingly affecting families with children, the underemployed, veterans, and individuals with mental health or substance abuse issues. The city is collaborating with other organizations and agencies to find solutions to homelessness. The city has established a homelessness team from multiple departments. The team meets monthly to explore resources and best practices for dealing with homelessness. Some examples are the police department has a homelessness liaison now. We're also investigating public restrooms in our Old Town area, and I'm very proud of this last winter's severe weather shelter network. This was a partnership with our faith-based community to open churches on the coldest of nights this winter to ensure that everyone had a safe, warm place to sleep. Our parks, golf, and festivals are going well. The Arvada Festivals Commission this year introduced 2 new festivals, Arvada Days, which celebrates Arvada pre-1850, and Winterfest. And let me just talk about the Festivals Commission and all of our volunteers throughout the city that man our boards and commissions. What an incredibly talented and dedicated group of volunteers. I know many of you or some of you are in this room, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate what you bring to the quality of life of our community. This year, the Majestic View Nature Center also celebrated its 15th anniversary, with 15 special events held throughout the year. New for next year is Health and Fitness Park, which has just completed its planning process. This is a partnership with Red Rocks Community College and is located just north of Red Rocks Community College. It's a park focused on health, well-being, and fitness. Additionally, 11 new parks were completed in the Northwest area to serve the needs of Arvada residents over the past few years. And my favorite project of the year, the Fitzmorris Recreation Center groundbreaking, occurred in 2017 and will be open for the summer of 2018. This is a partnership with Apex Parks and Rec District and Jefferson County Public School District to bring a neighborhood-scale rec center and outdoor pool back to an area of town that was underserved. And I cannot wait to make some laps in that pool. In March, we had the grand opening for our new Westwoods Golf Clubhouse, significantly expanded to better serve the golfing community and provide much-needed hospitality services. We also completed new irrigation systems at Westwoods Golf Course and Stinger Sports Complex to take lasting care of those assets we all treasure. On safety, we're building a new Delta Community Police Station at approximately 91st and Indiana. This station will resemble the community station at Westwoods and Lake Arbor. And eventually, the Arvada Fire Protection District will locate next to us and be our neighbors. Thank you for that. Our police system joined the JEFCOM dispatch system this year to provide better dispatch services, not only to the City of Arvada residents, but residents throughout the region. We also built new radio towers to enhance our emergency communications, and our police department engaged youth with several programs like Kids and Cops, Badge Buddies, and most recently, Cop Rocks. For our organization and service effectiveness side, we have significant bench strength. The city has undertaken a journey towards performance excellence with the Baldridge Journey. This last year, we were awarded the Foothills Award. Now, it's not all about just going out and getting awards. It's about process and systems improvement And undertaking this journey will help us identify places we can streamline and improve all of our processes and systems. For this year, the city is working on the PEAK application. This year, we also completed the citizen survey so that we know on City Council what our residents would like to see from us. And we consolidated the code enforcement and animal management divisions within the police department to again provide better services. City also has worked on organizational development within the organization by hiring an organizational development manager, which is in alignment with one of City Council's strategic goals. This will help create sound systems and structure that will enhance communication and collaboration within the organization, and also provide opportunities for current and future leaders to sustain this performance excellence for years to come. Unfortunately, we are losing a number of heavy hitters in our organization. On June 1st, our longtime Deputy City Manager, Bill Ray, will retire. And in December, Police Chief Don Wick retired. Fortunately, we have a great pinch hitter in Ed Brady, who is acting as interim chief. And a national recruitment is underway for a new police chief, and our internal candidates are expected to compete very well for this important position. I'm really excited that today I'm able to announce something that just became public, which is Arvada has once again been recognized as a Denver Post top workplace. As Yogi Berra says, it's like deja vu all over again. The city has received this recognition all 3 times it's participated. Over 500 city employees completed an engagement survey that provided important feedback on the overall health of the organization. And while it's great to be recognized, Arvada conducts these surveys because we really do care about our employees' feedback and are committed to their improvement. In conclusion, the city of Arvada is like a big league team with a 10-run lead in the 9th inning. Our organization is strong. We have a safe and vibrant community. Our infrastructure is being well cared for. The city is tackling our housing issues, and we have fantastic housing growth. Outstanding economic activity and vitality in Old Town and the rest of Arvada continues. City leadership is strong. Mark Devon leads a dedicated staff of city employees that work hard for us every day. Your city council is a cohesive group that works well together on all our benefits. And we are incredibly well led by Mayor Mark Williams. The best part of Arvada is the people. Every one of you make this a special place. I'm thankful every day to be here with each one of you. Thank you very much for letting me pinch hit for Mayor Williams.